Pavilions. And by U-Ban.
U-Ban. The spirit of coffee.
Welcome to Cooking Secrets of the CIA from the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. It's all here, holiday cooking classes for the home chef. And this is one class you won't want to skip. Meet the chef instructors who divulge classified cooking tips from the most prestigious kitchens in the world. Next, Chef Timothy Rogers reveals his secrets for making some delightful and delicious party buffet foods. Paillettes, Parmesan crisps, spiced mixed nuts, and for some hearty fare, it's a smoke-roasted tenderloin of beef, along with home-cured salmon gravlax. It's a party extravaganza on Cooking Secrets of the CIA. Cooking Secrets of the CIA is made possible by Cuisinart, makers of everyday collection cookware, with mirror finish, stick-resistant 1810 stainless steel, copper sandwich bottoms, and stay-cool handles. Cookware for the way you cook every day. And by Thermos, makers of the thermal electric grill, plus a complete line of gas grills, grill accessories, and replacement parts. Thermos, inventing better ways to grill.
Okay, when we go upstairs, we bring all these trays up. I want the main trays to come up first, okay? You're going to hand me the back of the tray. You'll be outside with the front of the tray.
Recipes from this program and the entire series are available in the companion cookbook, Recipe Files of the CIA. Call the toll-free number on your screen to get your copy of this full-color illustrated cookbook, complete with over 110 pages of recipes, all designed for the home cook by the chef instructors of the Culinary Institute of America. The price is just $14.95 plus handling. Call 1-800-582-1800 to order Recipe Files of the CIA. Please have your credit card ready when you call. Cooking Secrets of the CIA is made possible by Cuisinart, makers of the coffee bar flavor system coffee makers. With the brewing technology used in coffee bars, adjustable carafe temperature and auto shutoff, now you can enjoy real coffee bar flavor at home. And by Thermos, makers of the Quantum Series gas grills and a complete line of grill accessories and replacement parts. Thermos, inventing better ways to grill.
Cooking programs on KCET are made possible by U-Ban and by Pavilions.
Got a craving for ideas? We'll feed that, too.
If Yan can cook, so can you. Those are the words of Chef Martin Yan, and he's out to prove he's right, so stay with us. Thanks to our members and the following for supporting KCET's programming today.
I learned that the Amazon rainforest supplies half the world's oxygen.
Penguins are usually thought of as birds of snow and ice. But these penguins are drawn to a completely different world. Patagonia's Tuxedo Junction, next time on Hidden Worlds.
Monday at 8:30 on KCET.
Hello, I'm K-Star. In the face of falling revenues and rising program costs, KCET has done everything possible to keep from cutting back on its programming. But unless KCET can meet its goals by the end of the fiscal year, and unless we can raise $5.5 million by June 30th, the service is sure to suffer. It's a big challenge, but I'm pleased to say the Johnny Mercer Foundation is helping KCET's Countdown campaign with a $50,000 challenge grant. Now, during the next few minutes, the Johnny Mercer Foundation will donate $1 for every $3 of support you call into KCET. Won't you help a little bit? If you're a member, please consider making an additional gift. And if you're not, please join now. It's the countdown, and we're counting on you.
To contribute to the KCET Countdown and take advantage of the Johnny Mercer Foundation Challenge Grant, call 1-800-877-4848. You're watching KCET 28, Los Angeles.
Hi, I'm Martin Yan. In England, they serve tea for 2. But in China, we serve tea for 1.2 billion people. We use tea to enhance the flavor of the sizzling shrimp stir fry. Then, we glaze walnuts and cashews with honey to make a perfect snack to serve with tea. We'll bake these delicious, simple-to-make cookies decorated with walnuts. We'll also visit the famous Dragonwell Tea Farm in eastern China. It is
FM, continuing the Turner Broadcasting tradition of bringing innovation and excellence to television, with a financial network designed for how business is done today. CNN FM. It is most definitely not your usual business channel. It's business unusual. Ask your cable or satellite company about CNN FM, the new financial network from CNN.
This is CNN.
Hello, I'm Catherine Calloway, and the CNN Computer Connection is coming up after our top stories. Under a blazing sun, Vice President Al Gore helped dedicate the Centennial Olympic Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia this afternoon. He congratulated Atlantans, telling thousands of people that the stadium is magnificent. The dedication ceremony paved the way for a day of competition, the Atlanta Grand Prix track meet. And following another of the afternoon's developing stories, the Massachusetts Governor William Weld is expected to rest overnight in a hospital. A few hours ago, Weld fainted during a graduation ceremony at Bentley College in Waltham. The Republican governor and U.S. Senate candidate was receiving an honorary degree. Weld had complained of flu-like symptoms during the past few days, and one of his doctors says the 50-year-old governor does not appear to be seriously ill. Divers had hoped to begin probing the murky Everglades crater that harbors most of the wreckage of the Value Jet Flight 592. But plans were postponed when special protective suits did not arrive. The National Transportation Safety Board held a briefing a short while ago.
The investigation is progressing along, and we keep slogging along, trying to find parts and trying to move ahead with the investigation. I can tell you that in terms of the diving, my understanding is that that has not begun. The diving has been delayed until the suits have arrived, and the suits have not arrived yet. They are expected shortly. I don't have an exact date.
And whenever it happens, the divers wearing the special biohazard suits will search for the plane's voice recorder and pieces of the wreckage. The crater is so murky that divers will not be able to see for more than an inch. Only about 1/10 of the wreckage has been recovered so far. The scraps of metal, tires, and electrical wires are being kept in a hangar where experts can examine them. Today marks the first full day under ValueJet's new cutback order. The No Frills airline says it hired a so-called safety czar in reaction to concerns raised by the crash of Flight 592. In a CNN Time magazine poll, 54% of respondents say they are confident of the safety standards of major airlines, and 38% say they have some reservations. 31% say they're confident of the safety standards of discount airlines, and 57% say they have reservations about the safety standards on discount carriers. Negotiators with the FBI and members of the so-called Freeman Society met for nearly 2.5 hours today. Members of the separatist group have been holed up at the compound for 55 days. And to give you an idea of just how prickly and complicated things are, the Freemen do not accept the concept of daylight saving time. So both sides cannot even agree on what time the meeting started and ended. I'm Catherine Calloway. I'll have more news for you coming up in about 30 minutes. It's time now for CNN Computer Connection.
But take heart. We are about to show you a website that's an inventory of the latest in PC games. Plus, we'll take a look at Nintendo as it raises the stakes in the video game battle.
It's really a chipset taken from a $100,000 workstation and reduced to deliver that same computing power to the home market.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to exotic internet sites like virtually Hawaii. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to beautiful programs like Outrageous. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
Welcome aboard Amtrak, folks.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Remember last year?
Yeah, rushing through the airport trying to make a connection.
Take it easy, folks. You're on Amtrak now.
This is lovely. The flowers and the china. My God.
And the menu. We didn't get this the last time we flew.
Rosemary.
Hi, how you doing? I knew you folks would get along.
Experience the freedom
Now this is the way to travel.
on today's Amtrak.
Willard's gone for Days Inn. You know, one day I'm at the Crab Derby in Crisfield, Maryland.
We only eat the losers.
Sure we do. The next day, I'm headed for the War Tub Races at Chimney Rock, North Carolina.
Nice fun you can have in a tub, Willard.
Thanks to Days Inn's over 1,700 locations, I can always count on a great deal and a great room wherever I end up. Wherever you go, follow the sun to Days Inn.
Just ask for Days Inn's Family Fun Rate and get free Crazy Racers for the kids.
I travel all over the world.
I love to fly.
In more remote regions of Asia. In fact, I'm probably a professional packer more than I'm a professional photographer. So when I'm on Northwest Airlines, the plane becomes my home. One of the reasons I like to fly World Business Class, it's more spacious, it's more comfortable. They communicate. It's much better than home. Nobody brings me tea in bed. As a photographer, I know that when I wake up, I'm going to be someplace wonderful. This is my way of life.
GameSpot is the new place on the web designed for computer gamers. The service provides daily news updates from the entertainment software industry and reviews of the latest PC games. There are also tips and secrets and downloadable demos. And if you have a favorite game and want to tell everyone what you think about it, write your own review and post it on GameSpot. If you prefer crossword puzzles, there are several sites you might want to check out. The Puzzle Depot's homepage serves as an online store, and it features a gateway of hyperlinks to sites across the web of both professional and amateur design. Publishing house Grolier has a series of challenging cyber crossword puzzles on its homepage. An interactive feature lets players check their solutions and receive feedback on their percentage of right answers. Or point and click to the University of Akron's chemistry department to make use of its jumbled word and crossword puzzle solver. Enter the problematic word with question marks in place of blank spaces, a quick click of the mouse, and your answer is given. CNN Computer Connection. Turtles. They are not known for speed, but they can help some children more quickly learn to read and spell.
Come on, let's build 8 words here while we play hide and seek.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to fascinating programs like 3D Atlas. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to intriguing internet sites like the Smithsonian. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
There is a prison from which it is all but impossible to escape. Because every day that we choose to consume instead of save, we let something slip away. Investing is not just about stocks or bonds or annuities. It's about freedom.
Reinhold Bertleff had a key role in the building of Porsche's 911 Carrera. Did he design the engine? The radical suspension? No. Instead, Reinhold and his co-workers have perhaps the best job in the world. They test drive every 911 on the Autobahn. If Reinhold likes your car, we're pretty sure you like your car.
TBS Awards Saturday. Tonight, Stephen King's disturbing thriller, Carrie. The biggest night of movies on the biggest night of the week. TBS Awards Saturday, 10:05 Eastern tonight, only on TBS.
Log on to CNN Interactive, rated #1 among all basic cable websites. The whole world of CNN on the World Wide Web. We're here 24 hours a day at CNN.com.
I'm Catherine Calloway in Atlanta, and our top stories are coming up, and then Money Week. And on today's program, a U.S. cigarette maker makes a stunning offer. It's all coming up. Stay with us.
They're chasing a dream, but taking away American jobs. The rage that's turning U.S. immigrants into a nation within. CNN presents Sunday.
If you only watched broadcast channels, this is what TV would be like. But neighborhoods all across America are tuning into dozens of channels thanks to TCI. And soon, TCI will be able to connect you with exciting new technologies. Today, TCI is reaffirming its commitment to quality programming and responsive service. So the next time you turn on the TV, look at the big picture. TCI, it's what you watch.
Introducing a very special automobile. Being built in limited numbers doesn't make it special, nor the fact it's available for a limited time. Even adding air conditioning, automatic transmission, and AM/FM stereo isn't that unusual. But when all this describes a Honda Accord at $17,390, nice. Special sounds downright inadequate.
With Lou Dobbs, weeknights, 7 Eastern on CNN.
Watch Sci-Trek Mondays on the Discovery Channel. Next, what would happen if you traveled into the past? Find out on Discover Magazine. Then check out the world's smallest robot on Beyond 2000, only on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world. Tonight, what's life like aboard a nuclear submarine? Find out on the Special of the Week. Then investigate 3 murder cases where love turned lethal on Justice Files. And see why the shark is called nature's silent savage on Fangs. Tonight on the Discovery Channel.
Time is money. And for Olympic athletes, it's gold.
I lost in the 1991 World Championships by 0.04 of a second.
Time is on our side. See how it can win a war. There's no time like the present, but see how you can travel to the future.
There is absolutely no doubt about that sort of time travel.
Does time fly when you're having fun? Find out for yourself on Discover Magazine.
You're watching the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
This program is brought to you in part by Charles Schwab, investing the way it should be. I keep reading about this one mutual fund, so I asked them about it. Oh, our blah blah fund is just as good. But I don't see their blah blah fund on this list. Now what?
At Schwab, we don't push funds. We offer unbiased help, and more of it than most anyone else in the business. Call 1-800-4-SCHWAB now.
So it's Monday morning, and I decide to move money from one fund to another. I gotta call up one fund, wait for a check, mail the check, wait for it to clear. Now it's next Monday.
With Mutual Fund One Source, choose from hundreds of no-load funds. Get one statement and manage your money with a phone call. Call Schwab now.
They recommend this, then that. Then they recommend I sell the first thing they recommended.
This was supposed to be easy.
Now what do I do? Then I get my statement. Ouch.
Get someone on your side. Get the investment firm where no one is on commission. Maybe that's why over 50,000 people choose Schwab every month. Call now and get our Mutual Fund Select List free.
Welcome to Thomasville, where this Memorial Day you'll find elegance and timeless craftsmanship at once-in-a-lifetime prices. The Thomasville Memorial Day Sale. Extraordinary furniture, extraordinarily priced. Call now for details, because after May 27th, this sale will only be a beautiful memory. Thomasville. Make yourself at home.
Was this simply an airborne reptile or the world's first prehistoric bird? Take flight with the first Creatures of the Sky on Planet of Light, Monday at 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Sprint. You've heard of Chino Valley Bank, but what you may not have heard is that its name has changed to Citizens Business Bank to reflect the bank's growth and its new offices and to provide you with expanded services. But the best news of all is that while our name has changed, we haven't.
May I help you?
Chino Valley Bank is now Citizens Business Bank. We've changed our name, but not our style. Come on by and see us.
Some people think you have to suffer the freeways to get a good car deal. Some people think you need to search for some distant auto mall. And some people are just plain wrong. Community Honda, right here in your own backyard in Whittier, offers you friendly service, the same selection, and such low overhead you could save yourself hundreds of dollars. And what's more, Community Honda is here for you after your purchase with an award-winning service department. So treat yourself to Community Honda on Whittier Boulevard, 1 mile west of Colima.
What's the easiest way to get out of a 4x4? Get into this instead. The Audi A6 Quattro. With Quattro all-wheel drive and all the comforts of a German luxury car, it's what more and more 4x4 owners are getting into and out of every day.
As Charlie sat wedged between the fleshy flyers staring remorsefully at the no smoking sign, he kicked himself for having left his Wrigley Spearmint gum in the change tray at the X-ray machine. Suddenly, he remembered he had another stick. Yearning for that cool, clean spearmint taste, that pure chewing satisfaction, he reached into his pocket. Not there. Then he saw it, beckoning him from the cuff of his pant. But his tray table was down, mocking him.
When you can't smoke, don't forget your Wrigley Spearmint. After you see the movie, you may want to pick up the book.
Send your package in 2 days with FedEx, and people are impressed. Cost, about $12.
Send your package in 2 days with UPS, and people are impressed. Cost, about $6. Send your package in 2 to 3 days with priority mail from the U.S. Postal Service, and people are impressed. Cost exactly $3.
So, 12, 6, 3, what's your priority? Priority mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
Beginning Monday on Wild Discovery. Wild. A world you never see. In places you won't believe. Watching with all those eyes. Crawling with all those legs. Feeling creepy. Every weeknight all week. Experience it. Feeding, fighting, multiply. In your nightmares. Under your nose. A closer look than you may want. Creepy creatures on Wild Discovery. Beginning Monday at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
It's changing everything. How we live, how we think. Cyberlife. Are you connected? Weekdays. Following Beyond 2000. Before next step. Cyberlife.
Weekdays at 8:25 Mountain, 7:25 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Mighty Might, America's versatile vac. Does things big vacs won't. Lightweight, power for carpets, bare floors, car, workshop. Now price to move. Mighty Might, only from Eureka.
Beach picnic. It's usually after you've been doing some pretty intense operations for a month or so.
Welcome to Steel Beach.
As the ship be moving back and forth, the chicken legs will start rolling down the side. I definitely prefer steak to sushi. Australian hamburgers are quite unique. Well, we say kangaroo, but we're not sure. Made in America. The original design for the Weber barbecue came from a buoy.
That's right.
Does it float? Will the gas grill float?
Meow Mix now has 4 of your cat's favorite flavors, including new ocean fish. It's a winning combination. Meow Mix. It tastes so good, cats ask for it by name.
Beginning Monday on Wild Discovery. Wild. All those eyes, all those legs. A closer look than you may want. Creepy creatures on Wild Discovery. Beginning Monday at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
One of these has your name on it, and it's working its merry way to your office right now. It's yet another promise from yet another discount long-distance company of big savings over AT&T. There's just one thing missing from this envelope, the big savings. Maybe they got lost in the mail. You call this discount long distance. Here's another word for it. Have you been promised big savings? Call us for the facts.
Welcome to Thomasville, where this Memorial Day you'll find elegance and timeless craftsmanship at once-in-a-lifetime prices. The Thomasville Memorial Day Sale. Extraordinary furniture, extraordinarily priced. Call now for details, because after May 27th, this sale will only be a beautiful memory. Thomasville. Make yourself at home.
You have reached voicemail. Please enter your authorization code. You have 712 unheard messages. To listen, press 1.
Our email system is so easy to use. It may revive the lost art of letter writing. Or not. Wow, a new online service from CompuServe. Try it free. Now get a special TV offer on WOW, a new online service from CompuServe, exclusively for Windows 95. Coupon optional.
It had lizard-like teeth and sharp-hooked claws on its wings. Was this simply an airborne reptile or the world's first prehistoric bird? Explore the conflicting theories behind this Stone Age specimen as paleontologists attempt to unravel the mystery behind this wonder of evolution. Take flight with the first Creatures of the Sky on Planet of Life, Monday at 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Hi. Way I see it, your local people here are on time almost all the time now. And they're better at answering phones. Just being all around friendly. Little things maybe, but it's that little extra that makes a difference. They seem to understand that. Now it's up to you company bigwigs to help keep this stuff simple and affordable. May not be easy, but these days, what is? You listening?
They're still back there.
Don't worry, love. You're riding in the world's first sport utility wagon.
I am.
That's right. This here's the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback.
That's great, but...
You know, it's got more cargo space than a passport.
Uh-huh.
The ground clearance of an Explorer.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and did I mention, it gets much better gas mileage than a Jeep Cherokee.
Outback, you say?
Subaru Outback.
I keep reading about this one mutual fund, so I asked them about it. Oh, our blah blah fund is just as good. But I don't see their blah blah fund on this list. Now what?
At Schwab, we don't push funds. We offer unbiased help, and more of it than most anyone else in the business. Call 1-800-4-SCHWAB now.
So it's Monday morning, and I decide to move money from one fund to another. I gotta call up one fund, wait for a check, mail the check, wait for it to clear. Now it's next Monday.
With Mutual Fund One Source, choose from hundreds of no-load funds. Get one statement and manage your money with a phone call. Call Schwab now.
They recommend this, then that. Then they recommend I sell the first thing they recommended.
This was supposed to be easy.
Now what do I do? Then I get my statement. Ouch.
Get someone on your side. Get the investment firm where no one is on commission. Maybe that's why over 50,000 people choose Schwab every month. Call now and get our Mutual Fund Select list free.
Beginning Monday on Wild Discovery. Wow. All those eyes, all those legs. A closer look than you may want. Creepy creatures on Wild Discovery. Beginning Monday at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
It had lizard-like teeth and sharp-hooked claws on its wings. Was this simply an airborne reptile or the world's first prehistoric bird? Explore the conflicting theories behind this Stone Age specimen as paleontologists attempt to unravel the mystery behind this wonder of evolution. Take flight with the first Creatures of the Sky on Planet of Life, Monday at 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Next, check out the world's smallest robot on Beyond 2000. Then see some amazing helicopter designs that never took flight on Invention, only on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Welcome to Beyond 2000. I'm Henry Tenenbaum. On this edition...
This is the Infiniti Q45. Those lucky enough to have a Q get jealous about sharing it. But if you have to, just push this button. And the steering wheel, driver's seat, and outside mirrors return to your pre-programmed positions. There's even a second button for another driver. After all, true luxury is a very personal thing.
If the world just wore white, no one would worry about stains, because Clorox bleach could take them out.
But the world wears color, and stains on colors are a problem. Introducing new Clorox 2 Color Safe Bleach. With a new formula so powerful, it lifts greasy stains off colors, as well as Clorox bleach does off whites. Yet so safe you can pour it right on the stain. So when you get stains on colors, relax. You've got new Clorox 2.
It was about innovation. It was about elegance. It was about convenience. It was about service. It was about dependability. It still is. The employee owners of TWA. We're up to something good in Europe and our over 80 destinations around the world.
Tomorrow at 10 Eastern, 11 Pacific, where gators glide and gamblers ride up the Mississippi to the Blue Bayou. Southern hospitality like you've never seen it. Castles of Cajun country on America's Castles. At 10 Eastern, 11 Pacific on A&E tomorrow. Visit A&E online for complete program listings at www.aetv.com. It's online time well spent.
The Infiniti i30 is truly...
On a video cassette of this program, call 1-800-423-1212 and you will receive the program you've just seen for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-423-1212.
Tomorrow night at 10 Eastern, 11 Pacific, an all-new America's Castles takes a trip downriver into the bayous of Louisiana to explore the plantation homes of the Deep South. Now, A&E sets the stage for a blowout event as A&E presents The Band, next on A&E.
Ask Astro Cannon provides adapting solutions and support to your business, no matter what your business plans. Our wide range of advanced Canon office equipment and networking options makes Astro Cannon the solutions leader. Astro Service and Canon Technology. Let us show you the possibilities.
It took sparks of imagination to build the car that would best the Honda Accord. The result? Chrysler Cirrus. With more horsepower, standard features, more passenger and cargo space. When you set a new standard, you expect a reaction. And when you price thousands less than a comparably equipped Honda Accord, you're sure to get one. Southern California Chrysler Plymouth. It's the way we get around.
This is CNN.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to beautiful programs like Artrageous. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to legendary internet sites like St. Andrews. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
It's about power. It's about conflict. It's about making government work again.
Go ahead, make my day.
Ask what you can do. Read my lips.
Balance of Power. Presidents and Congress from the era of McCarthy to the age of Gingrich. By former Speaker of the House, Jim Wright. Now in bookstores everywhere.
The original. The best. Classic Johnny Quest on 4 video cassettes. With special limited edition comic books. You can also get the feature-length movie, Johnny Quest versus the Cyber Insects. Share the mystery with Johnny, Bandit, Race, Haji, and Dr. Quest. The classic Johnny Quest collection, only from Cartoon Network Video and Turner Home Entertainment.
Tonight on CNN Presents, they come to America to chase a dream, but the flood of immigrants often takes away jobs in the process.
And then they turn around and they give my job to foreigners.
Is the U.S. slamming the door to the land of opportunity?
When people in the country face economic uncertainty, we look for scapegoats.
Americans are ready to fight to keep what's theirs. The furor that's turning immigrants into a nation within. On the next CNN Presents, tonight, 9 Eastern.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to intriguing internet sites like the Smithsonian. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to fast-moving programs like FIFA Soccer 96. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
Log on to CNN Interactive for the latest news, direct from the CNN newsroom. Rated #1 among all basic cable websites. With business from CNN FM, the new financial network from CNN. Sports scores and highlights from Nick and Fred. Fashion and interior design with Elsa. Entertainment news from Lauren and Jim. The whole world of CNN on the World Wide Web. We're here 24 hours a day at CNN.com.
You're in trouble.
Oh, I am.
What kind of trouble?
I can't get Turner Classic Movies.
Well, why don't you call your local cable operator?
I have. But they still don't carry it.
Well, keep calling. It's worth the wait.
Do you have it?
Sister, I don't even have a radio.
If you feel there's not enough quality children's programming on television, here's some good news. Cartoon Network and Children's Television Workshop, the creators of Sesame Street, have gotten together to make a new kind of show for you and your preschooler. It's called Big Bag, and it's enriching and entertaining with brand new Muppets created by Jim Henson's studios. Big Bag can only be seen on Cartoon Network, so call your cable operator and be a part of the next generation in quality children's television.
Isabel Jenko loves new Ovaltine Light. Here's why.
The first word that pops in my head is yummy. Ovaltine Light is less calories, but the taste is all Ovaltine.
New chocolate malt Ovaltine Light has 1/3 less calories and the same great taste as regular Ovaltine, and no fat.
It's sweet, chocolatey, rich, and for calorie-conscious people, Ovaltine Light is the perfect answer.
New chocolate malt Ovaltine Light. It tastes great. It's great for you.
Here's 6 great reasons to check out Larry next week. Hillary Clinton looks ahead to the upcoming elections. Meet the entire gang from 60 Minutes. It's a full-hour one-on-one with David Letterman. He was part of O.J. Simpson's dream team. Now Gerald Ullman takes your calls. The King of Talk meets the Queen. Barbara Walters looks back at 20 years of interviews. And Congressional Gold Medal winner, the Reverend Billy Graham. It's a king-size week. Next week on Larry King Live, 9 Eastern on CNN.
You step into the postseason with TNT. Now, you must hit the shot or it's all over. The NBA playoffs continue on TNT.
No local news can show you the whole story, and the networks have so little time they can't cover it all. To see the world as it is today takes a global newscast. Worldview, weeknights 6 Eastern on CNN.
This week on CNN Sunday Morning, the FDA approves an AIDS test for home use. Why some say it's a good and bad idea. Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern on CNN.
The fight is on for the best deals anywhere on a new Ford car, truck, or sport utility. Now here's a knockout punch. Drive away in a new 96 Ranger for only $89.95 or an all-new 97 F-150 for just $13,995. How's that for a great deal? So take it from the price fighter. He's in your corner for low prices and great service. Board Ford, your championship dealer for more than 23 years. We'll KO the competition.
Your company is constantly changing, and with every change comes new needs. That's why Astro Canon provides adapting solutions and support to your business, no matter what size or shape you may be. Our wide range of advanced Canon office equipment and networking options makes Astro Canon the solutions leader. Astro Service and Canon Technology. Let us show you the possibilities.
This is CNN.
Martha Stewart is sponsored by Cotton Incorporated. Cotton, the fabric of our lives. You see, turn your wheel. It's all right. Okay.
It's making me nervous.
I'm sorry. A little slower. Good job.
Which way?
Okay. I won't say anything unless...
Mom.
Memory plays tricks on you. There are moments when you are your own mother and your own daughter at the same time. This is the fabric of our lives. This is cotton.
Miss Allison McTerry loves her strawberry. So it's Juicy Juice from Libby she'll choose. And her mother is glad, for no sugar do they add. And it's made with 100% juice. Juicy Juice. 100% juice for 100% kids.
Provocative, intelligent, exciting. Hunter Douglas, the leader in window fashions. Radiant, innovative, extraordinary. Hunter Douglas is all these. It alone can dramatically change the feeling of a room and its inhabitants. Call 1-800-HUNTER-D for a free brochure that will show you how Hunter Douglas can change the way you see your world. Hunter Douglas, changing the world, one window at a time.
We're proud to announce that this model not only passed that famous ball bearing test, it surpassed it. It's the Dirt Devil MVP with maximum vacuum power. Just think what it can do in your home.
Welcome to Thomasville. With this Memorial Day, you'll find elegance and timeless craftsmanship at once-in-a-lifetime prices. The Thomasville Memorial Day Sale. Extraordinary furniture, extraordinarily priced. Call now for details, because after May 27th, this sale will only be a beautiful memory. Thomasville. Make yourself at home.
Color is critical. So don't talk to me unless you can match the color I want every time, every can. Don't talk to me about paint if it doesn't look and feel like this. Don't talk to me about paint prices if I can't get the color and the help that I want. All the pros will tell you doing it right the first time costs less than doing it over. Do not talk to me about paint unless you're a Benjamin Moore dealer talking about Benjamin Moore paint, because now you're talking about the best for my house.
Right now, save $5 a gallon on Benjamin Moore's best interior and exterior paint with mail-in rebate.
Hand knit, hand cut, hand sealed, hand painted.
You just squeeze and spread. That's the technique.
See how much your hands can do. So join us. Handmade by Design. Today at 1, only on Lifetime television for women.
In a world of tough guys, she stood alone.
I will finish your dream.
Because she stood for what she believed in.
You should have killed me.
Susan Lucci, Lady Mobster.
Today at 2 p.m., 1 Central, here on Lifetime.
6 miles melt around her. Legs, knees, feet, toes send thank you cards to her soul for convincing them 6 miles was possible. The soul thanks them in return for their hard work and dedication. How nice that she can pat herself on the back without moving a muscle. A reward for outrunning 1,000 excuses. Again.
It's the most popular meat in the world, and it's not what you're thinking. It's multilingual, multi-coastal. It's every day and everywhere. It's at home, and it's abroad. It's north, it's south, it's east, it's west, it's pork, and it's what the world is coming to. The other white meat. Taste what's next.
Morning, guys.
Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working.
Oh, boy. What's wrong?
It can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just 1 dose, instead of dose after dose, more than 1/3 of a bottle of the pink stuff. And Imodium AD is even better than the leading prescription.
I told you we should have stopped for Imodium AD.
Imodium AD, 1 dose relief you can count on.
There are those among us with very simple tastes. They only want the best. And for them, there's Fancy Feast gourmet cat food. Exceptionally moist and delicious. Fancy Feast. Good taste is easy to recognize.
Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs. But you know, he also struck out 1,330 times.
Oh, my.
This is the fabric of our lives. This is cotton.
Welcome to Cooking with Gina. Cooking with Simon. Cooking with Kim. Want some real advice? Switch to Lipton Recipe Secrets. For delicious onion burgers, get your recipes and seasonings all in one place. Lipton Recipe Secrets. It's all you need to know.
Dear Mr. Clean, my big bottle of cleaner still keeps me on my hands and knees for tough dirt. Can your little bottle really do better?
Ultra Mr. Clean will help you in a big way. Unlike other cleaners, just a capful of Mr. Clean has concentrated ingredients unique to Ultras. This powerful formula attacks and dissolves dirt, easily beating this leading cleaner. So stand up to tough, hard-to-clean dirt with Ultra Mr. Clean. And clean it to the Ultra Shine.
What makes a home is for people to feel comfortable.
I like pillows in the house.
I think it's nice to be able to make the stuff, and the colors, and the style.
People can relate. They can save money. They can learn new ideas.
People watch our home who are creative, like to do things, craft kind of things, or like making different meals at home. And we like chocolate cake with vanilla frosting.
Right, and Spam with eggs.
Today at 12:30.
That's good.
Only on Lifetime.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart, and I love good things. One of my favorites is Martha Stewart Living Magazine, because throughout the year, it introduces you to hundreds of good things, from cooking to gardening, homekeeping, decorating, collecting, and plenty of holiday ideas. But Martha Stewart Living gives you more than just ideas. It shows you where to find and how to make everything you see. At 4 easy installments of just $5.99 each for a 1-year subscription, Martha Stewart Living may be the best thing going. And now it's even better. With each new subscription, you'll get 3 free booklets. Good things for the holidays, good things from the kitchen, and good things from the garden. They're collections of my favorite ideas, a sampling of the best of Martha Stewart Living to give you a taste of all the good things to come. So call this 800 number and begin receiving one good thing after another, all year long.
Thanks to cable technology, school field trips sure aren't like they used to be.
We went to Kenya.
This is the Berlin Wall.
We went to Berlin.
Using interactive cable, millions of students can go almost anywhere.
This is the east, and this is the west.
How do the people get along now that the wall is down?
When the wall came down...
Cable field trips are bringing the world to classrooms across America. The future is on cable.
Those Ford guys have been a little quiet lately, and whenever that happens, something good is coming.
And here it is. Right now, you can lease a new $19,490 Taurus for just $265 a month for 2 years. Or you can buy a Taurus with just 2.9% APR financing. Just think, a new Taurus equipped the way you want it for just $265 a month or for a low 2.9 APR. Lease or buy. It doesn't get any better than this.
Finally, there's a game section where you can choose from 4 politically motivated games. Among my favorites were Passing the Bill with Newt Gingrich and a Pac-Man style game with President Clinton. If you're really fed up with that annoying guitarist, or maybe the commercials are finally getting to you, you really should take a look at Saturday Night Live Goes Political on CD-ROM. Major League Baseball At Bat is the official site of Major League Baseball. If you're a true fan of the great game, then you need to stop here. You can check out all the essential box scores, statistics, and leader categories just like other sites, but here you'll get the updates directly from the league's front office. Everything you want to know is covered on this webpage. There's also an extensive library of photos from past to present, including a photo of the day. And if nostalgia is what you're after, you can hear classic audio clips in the Today in Baseball History section.
On April 19, 1981, Rochester and Pawtucket of the International League suspended the game at 4:07 in the morning after 32 innings with a score tied 2-all.
At Bat also features a Baseball for Kids area with profiles of top hardball stars. And if that still isn't enough information for you, At Bat will link you to sites that offer even more profiles and more interviews. This page has some of those classic movie-tone news clips and spotlights some opening day moments from the past.
Hometown boys arriving in state for their opening battle with the Chicago Cubs, champions of the National League. The center of attraction, of course, is Dizzy Dean. Diz doesn't know it yet, but today he's due for an awful shellacking. Final score, Chicago 12, St. Louis 7.
So if you want to avoid all those ballpark crowds and long lines, make a stop at Bat for the boys of summer. We got a couple of quick commercial messages. When we come back, I'm going to show you some tools that will allow you to organize all of your information for the World Wide Web. Stay tuned.
Relive the world's biggest invasion and meet the shy hero who led the charge. Eisenhower, right after D-Day, Friday beginning at 8 on TLC.
This program is brought to you in part by Intel.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to fast-moving programs like FIFA Soccer 96. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to intriguing internet sites like the Smithsonian. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
Why float through life when you can drive?
Victims of foul play and unspeakable offense, tortured spirits reach from the grave to haunt the living. Do you believe? Castle Ghosts of England, tonight at 10 on TLC.
No such thing as a free lunch? Well, maybe you're right, but Pointcast Network is serving up a 3-course meal with this site and for free. All you need to do is download the software, which will take you about 10 minutes, and then you'll have a literal smorgasbord of personalized information at your fingertips. Pointcast Network offers you stock quotes, national weather, lottery numbers, news, sports, and more, all customized to suit your specific needs. For example, after you've downloaded the software, you have the option to pick the stocks you'd like to track. Or maybe you like sports but are really only concerned with the National Basketball Association. Just indicate the NBA and all your choices are automatically set up. Basically, it's what you might get from any of those big servers out there, but with one small difference. As I pointed out, it's free. Lastly, a screensaver you can really use is included in the software. Instead of floating toasters passing over your screen, you're actually going to have information you can use. Stocks, news headlines, even weather. When you come back to the computer, just click Update, and in a couple of minutes, depending on your modem speed, all of the latest news and info is automatically gathered for you and updated. This is a great home base for World Wide Web surfers. Check it out. If you always find yourself living and dying by that horribly long list of bookmarks and spending countless hours with those unreliable search engines, then this might be your answer. It's called iGuide. What iGuide provides is a starting point for a vast variety of internet topics. For example, if the printed word interests you, you can go to the books area and read reviews and previews of current and upcoming releases. Or stop by the Games Gazette to check out the latest and the greatest computer game releases. There's a motion picture area that grants you glimpses of over 30,000 films in the site's database, including interactive features. Maybe you like sports. Well, there's also an extensive area devoted to stories about the NBA, NHL, NFL, even Major League Baseball. iGuide also gives you the information about travel and leisure options that encompass the entire globe. And if globetrotting is not your current lifestyle, then stop by the Lifestyles area to find out something that, well, better suits your needs. So if you need help navigating the vast expanse that we call the World Wide Web, then maybe you should surf over to iGuide to help get you going. From the creators of the legendary hit game Tetris comes Ice and Fire, a 3-dimensional action-adventure game that's set in the far reaches of space. It's the year 2501, and you've encountered a binary star system in a remote region of the galaxy. Due to its bizarre nature, this system defies the known laws of physics. At the core of the system is a black hole that's codenamed Ice. This galactic vortex attracts all forms of matter except for its celestial twin, a red pulsar codenamed Fire. You're stationed on an asteroid outpost to study Ice and Fire. The asteroid, IF-1, has been put into a state of alert due to an impending alien attack. The powers that be have chosen you to journey into a dazzling world of dreamlike suspension where time and reality are not as they seem. Equipped only with your Ice and Fire blasters, you'll have a chance to explore a complex web of mazes while battling alien life forms. Your mission is to reactivate the station, solve the mystery of the extraterrestrial incursions, and terminate all who stand in your way. To help your cause, blast away crystals to uncover valuable weapons, power sources, and essential equipment. But be careful, some of these crystals hide your enemies, which are called spheroids. These guys will either try to freeze you or incinerate your existence. But if you defeat your foes, you advance to the next challenges. Wow, danger runs hot and cold in this hot new CD-ROM, Ice and Fire. Ever dreamed of being a lion, roaming free on the Serengeti? No? Well, for those of you who have, here's your chance. In Savage, you begin as a lion cub whose first challenge is to find its mother. But as you'll soon find, this is no easy task. Move on and explore. With each new encounter, you'll age and eventually develop into a mature lion. Now, your new duties are far more advanced than just being a suckling off your mother. You're now faced with hunting. Fleeing from predators, and if you should choose, mating and defending your young as well. You'll encounter over 20 enemies and prey, including everything from zebras and hyenas to poachers and tourists. Savage boasts the most authentic, graphically rich 3D animal simulator. But as you can see, things look a little bit pixelized and your movements are a tad awkward. Now this could be for a number of reasons, ranging from your system to the way you configure the game. Nevertheless, still it's a lot of fun to play. If you think your childhood was tough, check out being a lion cub on Savage. Now if you thought after the last few weeks that we had finished reviewing flight simulators, well folks, think again. Here's one that I really thought that you advanced flight sim fanatics would want to check out. It's called SU-27 Flanker, and it's a military flight simulator. Now, like I said, this is a very advanced program, so you're going to have a fast computer to start off with, and it only runs on Windows 95. In addition to that, you must have at least one joystick and preferably two of those real-life joysticks. Now, I can't get these things off the ground myself, but a lot of my friends around the office who are big on flight sims absolutely love this one. They say you'll love the real-life graphics like you see here. This is a simulator in a true sense of the word. You really use the flaps and you really use the rudders, and if you don't, they'll really affect your flight. Another thing that's popular about this software is the variety of missions that are available and the fact that you can form your own missions. This flight simulator may be confusing at first because of all the technical commands and all the joystick options, but you real flight simulator fanatics are going to love SU-27 Flanker. Check it out.
Now you don't have to wait to save on international calls. With MCI World Savings, you're guaranteed one low rate, 24 hours a day to each country when you call any number you've selected. Places like Japan, France, the United Kingdom, and Mexico City. That's MCI's lowest rate, day or night. So no matter where you call, you always save over AT&T. Call 1-800-999-4400 to join. MCI World, for citizens of the world.
Computers in Silicon Valley have a model number on them, and that's it. At Gateway 2000, our custom-built computers are treated a little differently. That's because every system we build has a name attached.
Connie Kramer, Connie from New Jersey. This is your computer, and it's on television.
Gateway computers feature the Intel Pentium processor. And the only way to get them is to call 1-800-GATEWAY. You get a friend in the business, give us a call.
Choices! You gotta make choices.
Hey, kid, you wanna fly? You gotta buy.
No! Exercise the right choice.
Visit your local park and recreation department today.
TLC returns to Ground Zero and the legacy of the most gruesome weapons yet devised by mankind. The race to build the A-bomb on archaeology, followed by history's turning points. Monday, beginning at 8 on TLC.
It set the standard in do-it-yourself books. But now, we've made the best even better. Introducing the all-new Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. With new color illustrations, step-by-step instructions, and a new spiral binding so books lay flat. It's never been easier to save money and create the home you've always wanted. You'll learn how to build a deck your family will enjoy for years. The tricks of the trade to install a new patio. Call now to examine decks, porches, and patios, free for 15 days. Keep it for the special low TV price of just $1.99. Use your credit card and get this Stanley tape measure absolutely free. Other volumes will follow. Keep only those you want. The new Home Repair and Improvement series from Time Life Books. We've made the best even better.
Call 1-800-795-5588 now to get decks, porches, and patios for just $1.99. That's 1-800-795-5588.
Now, if you're a relatively new computer user, it's probably not that hard for you to go back in time and remember your first computer experience. A simple word processor, in fact, can have a real profound impact on the way in which we live. So you can imagine the impact on some inner city kids, some at-risk kids, and their adventure exploring computers for the first time, courtesy of a computer retailer called Computer City, which is actually a division of Tandy. Take a look at this story.
Computer City and Tandy Corporation feel it's very important to give back to the community. And being a large national corporation with over 100 stores, we were looking for an opportunity where we could connect up with a large national charitable organization. And Boys and Girls Clubs was a natural fit, because they serve over 2 million disadvantaged youngsters in 1,600 chapters throughout the country. So just anywhere that we had a Computer City facility, there was obviously going to be a Boys and Girls Club chapter.
Many times, the children that we serve, they don't have the opportunity at home and many times not even at school to work on computers. And they need hands-on knowledge if they want to have a brighter future and have the skills necessary to participate in the job force. And so Tandy saw that need and got together and collaborated with the Boys and Girls Club of America and created the Computer City Kids program, which has turned out very well for our children. We've had a lot of positive results.
Well, the program is really pretty simple. Every Saturday morning, in about 42 of our stores, we bring in up to 10 youngsters ages 8 through 18, and they have 3 hours of training with a professional instructor where they get a chance to sit in front of a computer and try different kinds of programs, from word processing to database to some games that require them to really use their mind and use logic.
The main question that the kids ask after visiting Computer City is, when do we get to go again? They love the program. It's educational and it's fun. The sessions are an hour and a half long, and they do provide breaks for the kids, but many of the kids love it so much they don't take a break. They just stay there at the computer ready to do the next program or working more on the program that they started before the break.
Well, I think the biggest goal that we have is to get as many youngsters as possible to touch and taste a computer. There's 2 million youngsters out there, so we have a long way to go before we're going to be able to get every one of them to have a chance to have 3 hours of training on a computer. But we'd like to get to as many youngsters as possible and let them have that first taste so they can see the opportunities in the future.
We keep the classes to the size of 10, so the kids do get some one-on-one experience, and so they get the most benefit. The teacher has the best situation to teach in, and so the kids get the most benefit from the classes. I think all children will have to have computer knowledge in the future. Computers are all over the workforce today, and the more that we can teach our children about computers and the more collaborations like this with Tandy and with Computer City that can take place, the better for our kids and the better for their future.
Whether it's math or spelling or science or history, CD-ROM, multimedia, full motion video, all of these things are helping youngsters today learn more, grow more, be smarter in a very intuitive way. Computers and education, they fit hand in hand.
Computers are cool. Thank you, Computer City. Hey, Mama, hey, what's up?
Having a little trouble learning to tickle those ivories? Well, here's a CD-ROM package for learning piano. It contains 5 CDs, so as you can imagine, there's a ton of information here. Now, I haven't actually sat down and tried to learn the piano with this package, and it makes me wonder where you put the PC in comparison to the piano. But as you can see, if you work out those kinks, the interface of this package is really spectacular. The video quality is great. It's very easy to navigate from lesson to lesson. Also, it's hosted by Dan Delaney, who's a highly regarded jazz pianist.
So many notes that there's no way I'm going to learn them all. Actually, we're going to learn them all in a matter of a few minutes right now. It's really very exciting for someone in a matter of a few minutes to say, okay, someone could play a note up here and say, well, that's a G sharp, and know for sure that that's what it is. And because most people will learn their notes and learn in the middle of the piano and learn this group and not really realize that the first, there's a little group of 8 notes in the middle of the piano that just keep being repeated. You know, it's just a repetition of different pitches up and down the piano, which makes learning all the notes very easy.
There's a practice session that helps you determine the amount of time you should spend on each exercise, and an evaluation section that develops practice plans based on your progress. So if you're really serious about learning to play the piano, I mean really committed, and you don't want to pay for those private lessons, check out Learn Piano.
With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to legendary internet sites like St. Andrews. For the best of the internet, it's the Intel Pentium processor. With a Pentium processor inside your PC, you have a doorway to beautiful programs like Artrageous. For the best of PC software, it's the Intel Pentium processor.
I want my family to be happy and safe. I want my children to go as far as their curiosity can lead them. I want to know they have every advantage. I want to spend time with people we care about and never let distance get in the way. I don't need to understand technology. I just need to know it works for my family. Becca, it's very late. Come on.
Introducing WOW, a new online service from CompuServe. It's like two services in one. There's a kid's view and an adult view with easy access to the internet. WOW, online made easy. Try it free for 30 days.
Do you know? Yeah. That what most people don't know about AIDS could fill a video? Time Out. The truth about HIV, AIDS, and you. It's filled with facts and fun. Rent one free at participating video stores.
TLC takes you inside the electrifying world of the urban ER. Blazingly brilliant, graphic and gripping. It's not for the faint-hearted. Trauma, life and death in the ER. Wednesday at 10 on TLC. Viewer discretion is advised.
On June 1st, a new planet will be discovered. A planet unlike any other. Animal Planet. There's no place like it on Earth or on television. All animals, all the time. Join us.
Based on the best-selling book, A Brief History of Time, renowned physicist Stephen J. Hawking guides you on a tour of the known and the unknown universe. You start your interactive journey in the quarters of Mr. Hawking. By clicking on objects around the room, you'll be able to explore different categories. For instance, click on the picture of Marilyn Monroe and you'll see a movie clip where Marilyn explains relativity to Einstein.
Could I explain something to you?
Certainly. What?
The theory of relativity.
Or step behind the controls of the Hawking's craft and take a trip to a black hole.
The region from which nothing can escape is called a black hole, and its boundary is called the event horizon. One might say of the event horizon what Dante said of the entrance to hell: abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
There's a biography on Einstein as well as an autobiography on the author himself. You'll also be able to view the entire text of this book, A Brief History of Time, should you be so inclined. Why wasn't this around when I was in school is what I want to know. You're going to see all the secrets of the universe broken down into true layman's terms, along with entertaining animations. It's a pretty cool way to learn about these principles that govern our everyday lives. And even though you won't find any games here, your IQ should grow by leaps and bounds. And that's a pretty good thing. Unfortunately, we're just about out of time, so I wanted to address a couple of housekeeping issues real quick. First of all, www.bunting.com. Now, if you'll go to our site, you can find links to all of the stories, all of the products that we featured on the show today. All of those that have links, I should point out. Now, you can get information on all these products directly at our site by going to www.bunting.com and then clicking on the Computer Man icon. It'll take you straight to a listing of all the features that we covered today and on previous shows. Now, in addition, if you've got a suggestion, comment, question, maybe you've got a story, maybe there's a product you'd like us to cover, we're going to give away a copy of each and every software package or CD-ROM we featured on the show today to each of those winners who give us a best story idea. So drop me a line, let me know what you'd like to hear about, and I'll get back to you. Now, you can get a hold of me via the email address at the site there, or get a hold of me on America Online at ComputeMan, that's COMPUTMAN, at AOL.com. Well, until next time, this is Mark Bunting, your Computer Man, signing off from the loft. I'll see you.
You're watching the Learning Channel.
More and more disabled kids are leaving their self-contained educations behind and are sharing classrooms with their non-disabled.
Multiply in your nightmares, under your nose. A closer look than you may want. Creepy creatures on Wild Discovery, beginning Monday at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
It had lizard-like teeth and sharp-hooked claws on its wings. Was this simply an airborne reptile or the world's first prehistoric bird? Explore the conflicting theories behind this Stone Age specimen as paleontologists attempt to unravel the mystery behind this wonder of evolution. Take flight with the first Creatures of the Sky on Planet of Life, Monday at 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Today on Cyberlife,
Books, books, and more books.
the author of the Internet Starter Kit shows us what to shop for.
Always look for a really good index. If there's not a good index, don't bother.
And we'll tell you other ways you can get the best computer book for your money.
What happens to Fido and Frisky when they go to kitty and doggy heaven? They could end up on the World Wide Web.
The Pet Cemetery started off really small and just for fun, and now it's huge.
The internet goes three-dimensional in virtual reality modeling language, and it might add a new dimension to your computer.
We're developing VRML sites, that is virtual reality modeling. It'll allow you to navigate the internet in 3 dimensions.
We'll see how kids in the inner city are getting wired and how computers are turning their lives inside out.
Everything you do, you must be computer literate and you must be able to function in the computer world.
You bought it, learned how to use it, now you'd better keep it safe. We'll show you how to theft-proof your laptop.
Today on Cyberlife.
Welcome to Cyberlife. I'm Gina Smith.
And I'm Chris Eddy. Reality check here. Weren't computers supposed to uncomplicate our lives?
If so, why does every program have to come with a 900-page manual? There are also tons of other computer books out there in the stores.
We caught up with the author of one of the industry's most popular books to get his advice on what to look for.
Looking for an internet book these days is really rough for 2 reasons. One is that there are some very good books out there, but there are so many out there right now that you're not guaranteed of finding any given one in any given bookstore.
One of the first and still most popular books about the internet is Adam Enck's Internet Starter Kit.
We asked Adam how he would go about buying the right book. First,
I would go to a superstore, frankly, or a very good independent store. I would not go to a mall bookstore.
Secondly,
look at the book, read the innards, see what the table of contents says. Also, always look for a really good index. If there's not a good index, don't bother.
And last but not least,
don't be taken in by a series of books. Make sure that the book is good even though it's in a series. Maybe you've even liked other books in the series. Books and series vary widely. Lastly, if you find an author that you like, stick with them.
So will all the information online make books and even publishing obsolete?
People haven't yet really gotten into the concept of reading long tracts of text online. They read a huge amount of text, but it's all in little bites. And I think it'll be a bit before, frankly, the technology catches up and before people's attitudes catch up to that. My suspicion is that books are going to be around for a very long time. They're a tremendously compelling medium.
Now there are some other rules of book buying. Here's rule number 1. Always consider the obsolescence factor. If a book contains information that's likely to change quickly, think twice before buying it, unless, of course, you're looking for a designer doorstop.
for example, we all know that telephone yellow pages are only good for a year. Then you throw them out.
Then you recycle them.
That's what I meant.
And internet yellow pages are likely to become outdated, too. Now, we're not saying that all such books are bad. Many are, in fact, quite useful, especially those that specialize in particular categories of information.
Just be warned that the book's value may go down with time, so don't buy it as a present and then wait a year to give it. It'll be more obsolete than a Village People 8-track.
Rule number 2, goodies help. Now, many cyberbooks do come with extras inside, like floppy or CD-ROM disks full of software or useful information.
Others may have free or low-cost online companion, and some may even have both. The more goodies you get in the book, the better the value.
And rule number 3, peruse before you use. Make sure the software included is stuff you really want or need. Same goes, of course, for the text in the book.
Now, here's rule number 4. Always make sure that you can actually run the goodies, especially if you're paying extra for them. You know, as computers get faster and faster, the on-screen graphics are getting better and better.
That's especially true if you're talking about the World Wide Web, where, until recently, everything was two-dimensional.
But lately, the internet is gone to 3D. The technology is called virtual reality modeling language.
or VRML, or simply VRML. It is a programming code that enables you to carve out entire virtual worlds, and once it takes hold on the internet, it will make today's web surfing look like puddle jumping.
We're developing VRML sites, that is virtual reality modeling. It'll allow you to navigate the internet in 3 dimensions. All right, this is not architecture, it's not painting, it's not programming specifically, but rather a hybrid of the 3. What we're looking at is a new way in which people can go places they've never been and navigate spaces they've never seen, navigate hyperspaces.
Software designer Mark Meadows, an early advocate of the new technology, has created VRML simulations that vividly recast actual events inside the computer.
This is an architecturally accurate model of the theater that's at the Variety Arts Center in Los Angeles. This is the mezzanine level here in front of us. The thing that's interesting about this is that you can actually sit down in one of the seats and see what the stage looks like from this perspective in the theater.
One of the inventors of VRML technology was Mark Pesce, who hopes that his complex creation will have a very simple benefit.
The internet needs to become more like your grandmother's house. It has to be filled with tchotchkes and little interesting knickknacks that have meaning for you and have emotion for you. If we can do that, then we can extend the domain of the internet into our hearts as well as our minds.
If the lifelike feel of VRML has you hooked, a number of easy-to-use software packages are available to help you get started. One example is Virtual Home Space Builder. This $45 program allows you to point, click, and build your own virtual dream house right on the screen. When you're finished, you can show off your handiwork on the World Wide Web. While you're there, have a look around. 1996 is seeing an explosion of websites with vivid VRML worlds built in. For example, a tour of San Francisco is now as easy as loading a 3D browser. All you need is a fairly fast computer and a wish to expand your horizons.
Cyberspace is a brand new world. It's just like Christopher Columbus discovering this continent 500 years ago.
Imagine, today a couch potato, tomorrow Cortez the Conqueror, thanks to VRML.
When we come back, we go to San Francisco and see how digital culture is remaking the classroom.
And we'll meet the multimedia masters behind one of the top-selling computer games of all time, SimCity.
Beginning Monday on Wild Discovery. Wild. All those eyes, all those legs. A closer look than you may want. Creepy creatures on Wild Discovery. Beginning Monday at 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
No matter what kind of call your business makes, AT&T stands behind it. This is the most powerful communications network in the world. And if your call ever runs into trouble, the network sends you around it. Or if a cable gets cut, it won't affect you. No other network handles so much business, and no other network guarantees all of it. Only AT&T stands behind every kind of call your business makes. Where does your phone company stand? AT&T, for the life of your business.
One man. 3 cities under siege. In 3 of the most explosive action films of all time.
Welcome to the party, pal!
The Die Hard Trilogy. Digitally mastered by THX. Buy it today.
Stop yelling, I know what I'm doing!
And for $100 more, you get professional-grade steering logic circuitry for enhanced channel separation with directional enhancement to expand and focus the digital sound field. With sound field programs 7 through 12, the center speaker provides precise center localization, which of course can be controlled with this wireless remote function controller.
Want it in plain English?
The upgraded circuitry basically means that you get really nice speakers that sound like a movie theater.
Next time, come to Best Buy. It's just the store you've been shopping for.
I'm dead. Dead? I got 47 boxes to ship out by tonight.
Easy. FedEx shipping software. It's just point, click, and ship.
Really?
Bramwell thinks I'm working my tail off. Just point, click, and ship. Take a long lunch. Point, click, and ship. Play a little golf. Point, click, ship.
FedEx shipping software is so easy. Just point, click, and ship from your own computer.
Mr. Bramwell.
I'm dead. You're dead.
I'm dead.
You are really, really dead.
For free shipping software, call FedEx.
You were young, poor, and growing up in the inner city. And as if these obstacles weren't enough, now the internet comes along and threatens to lock you out again.
Well, we recently visited some very dedicated educators who are determined that no one gets left behind in the age of technology.
Located in one of the highest crime areas of San Francisco, California, the Gloria Davis Academic Middle School serves as an educational haven for 175 sixth-grade students. Here, every classroom is equipped with a Pentium computer with CD-ROM.
At one point, it was reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's reading, writing, and wired to computers. Because everything you do, you must be computer literate, and you must be able to function in a computer world.
Students who are known as scholars also use the school's computer lab to advance their studies.
They don't come down to learn computer skills. They come down to use the computer as a tool. And so they're actually out on the internet getting information about their subjects.
I use my planner to do some of the things at home. I'm copying a story from my notebook and writing it on the computer.
Yesterday, I sent Mayor Brown email.
The innovative program at this school doesn't end in the classroom.
All of them have computers at home. They have an email account. Their parents have an email account, in addition to other software. So they're connected to the school, they're connected to their professors, they're connected to the principal.
These home computers are donated by a local computer recycling firm.
We pay $200 for a warranty for 2 years and $20 for a motor.
In addition to providing the home computers, the district offers parents technical support and training so they too can join the technical age. Principal Rejoice Frazier feels the money, time, and technology being invested with the students at the Gloria Davis Academic Middle School is essential to their future.
It doesn't cost anything to give a scholar a computer for $220. That's the best investment you can make. Because then they're literate, they can hook up to all kinds of information, they can get a job. So if you don't give the commitment now, you're going to end up paying $35,000, $50,000 a year to lock them up. Why should you lock them up when they could give back to society?
Maybe you want to be mayor, or maybe you want to play God. Well, catering to these modest fantasies has been the mainstay of Maxis, one of the most innovative multimedia companies around.
In brain-challenging, non-violent computer simulations like SimCity, you get to create a world of your own, literally from the ground up. Now meet the two men who built Maxis the same way.
Helen? Yes.
We caught up with Maxis co-founders Jeff Braun and Will Wright at their headquarters in Walnut Creek, California. It's a far cry from the two-bedroom apartment where they spent 6 years becoming an overnight success.
We started Maxis back around '89. I was designing games for a while with Broderbund Software, and then later started doing a game about city planning, which later became SimCity.
I had a computer at the time, and I liked to play games, and all the games were for these teenage boys, and I said, I need something for someone who likes to think instead of use their reflexes. And when I saw the SimCity, I said, oh, this is great.
Jeff wasn't the only one impressed. To date, more than 6 million copies of SimCity have been sold.
People talk about SimCity and they talk about my city. It's as if it's something that they built and they own and they control. And you'll never hear anyone say my Mario, my Tetris, or my Myst. It doesn't quite make sense. These are vicarious experiences. Whereas SimCity really is yours, and there's no two cities that are alike.
Building on their early success, Jeff and Will followed with 9 other Sim-style games, including Sim Earth, Sim Ant, Sim Tower, and culminating with the release of SimCity 2000. This updated version of the granddaddy of them all takes players to new depths, letting them go underground for the first time. But don't think these guys put themselves into a hole. They're planning to put SimCity on the internet.
We're doing an online version, multiplayer, which brings up interesting dynamic. When people create something, there's this innate need to show it off, it seems, especially if I've lavished hours and hours of effort on it. So the online versions, I think, will really play off of that well.
The SimCity 2000 Network Edition, available this summer, is designed to interlink up to 4 players on the internet, where they can collaborate on the creation of a new community.
Really, the online versions are more about communication amongst the players.
Our goal is that you'll be able to walk through SimCity, you'll be able to fly around SimCity, you'll be able to get in a car and drive. So we'll try and create virtual experiences for you within the city.
Most people know how sensitive laptops are to spills and falls. But if you're seriously mobile, those problems pale in comparison to the laptop thieves you may run across. Laptop theft is a lucrative activity that more and more crafty thieves are getting into.
That's why this cyber tip is about how you can save your laptop, or at least get it back. So here's rule number 1. Don't trust anyone. Sure, the professional-looking person sitting next to you in the airport may look honest, but don't fall into the, oh, can you just watch this stuff for a minute trap with any stranger.
Rule number 2, keep it with you at all times. Don't even let the bellhop take it up to your room. Anyone can spot a nice padded laptop bag. Someone in the lobby could snatch it right up.
Here's rule number 3. Identify your laptop. And know its serial number. You can put a bunch of business cards inside the laptop in as hidden a pocket or corner as you can find. It may not keep your laptop from getting stolen, but it might aid police later.
And finally, rule number 4, strap it down. Don't laugh. There are actually security kits containing cables like this one that are specifically designed to lock down your laptop to a desk, table leg, or bedpost.
If you end up having to leave your laptop in someone else's conference room or even in a hotel room for a day, think seriously about this. They cost under $20.
And if this sounds obvious, that's because it is.
Well, it sure wasn't obvious to the tens of thousands of laptop owners who lost their laptops to theft last year. Don't be one of them. When we come back, we'll visit a place where animal lovers can pay their respects.
Cyber plot forever.
The virtual pet cemetery.
And it's only rock and roll, but he likes it, as long as it's on the World Wide Web. We'll meet rock and roll webmaster Charles Como.
For the first time, one company has brought cellular, paging, emailing, and surfing the net under one roof. Or should I say, lid. MCI One. Life just got simpler.
I keep reading about this one mutual fund, so I asked them about it. Oh, our blah blah fund is just as good. But I don't see their blah blah fund on this list. Now what?
At Schwab, we don't push funds. We offer unbiased help, and more of it than most anyone else in the business. Call 1-800-4-SCHWAB now.
So it's Monday morning, and I decide to move money from one fund to another. I gotta call up one fund, wait for a check, mail the check, wait for it to clear. Now it's next Monday.
With Mutual Fund One Source, choose from hundreds of no-load funds. Get one statement and manage your money with a phone call. Call Schwab now.
They recommend this, then that. Then they recommend I sell the first thing they recommended.
This was supposed to be easy.
Now what do I do? Then I get my statement.
Ouch. Get someone on your side. Get the investment firm where no one is on commission. Maybe that's why over 50,000 people choose Schwab every month. Call now and get our mutual fund select list free.
On June 1st, a new planet will be discovered. A planet unlike any other. Animal Planet. There's no place like it on Earth or on television. All animals, all the time. Join us.
Way I see it, your local people here are on time almost all the time now. And they're better at answering phones. Just being all around friendly. Little things maybe, but it's that little extra that makes a difference. They seem to understand that. Now it's up to you company bigwigs to help keep this stuff simple and affordable. May not be easy, but these days, what is? You listening?
Well, Doc, it all started about a year or so ago. I started hearing these voices everywhere I went.
10 cents a minute, one dime, and it's good forever.
Good idea. Sometimes I hear this strange counting.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Now I can't go anywhere without the voices. Doc, in all your years, does it remind you of anything? Doc? Doc?
Actually, Caddis, it reminds me that I want to call Sprint for that dime rate myself.
Boy.
Sprint cents. Call now for 10 cents a minute.
If you're one of those people who still believes the internet is a cold, unfeeling forum, this next story may change your mind.
That's right. Now, we recently discovered a very special webpage where people from all corners of the globe meet to pour out their hearts, bare their souls, and even offer each other support over their dearly departed pets.
The virtual pet cemetery showed up on the internet several years ago. Created by Steve Hoffman and Naomi Kokubo, it has become a unique gathering place for people grieving the deaths and celebrating the memories of their dearly departed pets.
The pet is like a family member, and if a family member dies,
nobody really wants to talk about it. You might talk about it with other family members briefly, but you don't really express it openly.
And we thought it would be very interesting to see how people would talk about the loss of the pet they cherish so much.
Steve and Naomi, who operate the virtual pet cemetery part-time from their home, were amazed at the immediate flood of heartfelt epitaphs for every kind of pet imaginable.
The pet cemetery started off really small and just for fun, and now it's huge. We get so much mail.
So, the way the virtual pet cemetery evolved is more like we grew with it. We changed with it, and then our thoughts changed along with it. It's not static.
So it was not as much created by us as by the people who actually went there.
Well, with the fish, I mean, it's basically, there's a little bit of guilt involved. I could have done something, you know, maybe I did something wrong, maybe the water was too cold, whatever.
Lisa Kanjura Clayton, bereaved owner of Fishy Dude, found solace online.
You know, a sense that you want to say something about something that touched your life, and for me, this was a great way to say something about that. Fishy Dude was a big old dumb goldfish I learned to love a lot. I'd get up and the first thing I'd spot was an overly excited fish who knew that food was coming because he saw a big thing walking into the kitchen. For a fish, he had an awful lot of personality, and I'm going to dearly miss his excitement over a small pinch of smelly protein flakes. Here's hoping I'll see him someday, swimming in that big fish tank in the sky.
As time went by, I adjusted to the loss of my cherished pet until 7 years later when I discovered to my horror that desert tortoises hibernate through the winter. I'm sorry, Touch. Wherever you are, please forgive me. Elder Pompoon. Here lies Blackie, chased by a car, caught in the muffler, dragged through the tar. Around the corner, across the track, he might not be dead, but he never came back.
Oh.
The volume of poignant and humorous memorials found on the website has recently increased to a point where Steve and Naomi are looking for someone else to take over the operation.
It had died. We would like to hand the pet cemetery over to some sort of trust, so it could be more of a public service than a commercial page. Just like you would like your tombstone to be there forever.
So it's a cyber plot forever.
For decades, trashed hotel rooms, adoring groupies, and stretched limos were about all it took to outfit the idols of rock and roll.
Well, times have changed, kind of. And now any rock star worth his spandex wouldn't be caught dead without a custom-designed website. With an impressive client list that includes big-name artists like Van Halen, Lenny Kravitz, Guess Jeans, and A&M Records, cutting-edge website designer Charles Como and his Box Top Interactive company are one of the hottest production teams currently on the internet. But things weren't always that way for this former stockbroker. In fact, you could say Como started out as a real dummy.
One day, I came across a thing called the Big Dummies Guide to the Internet. At that point in time, I realized that this internet was going to change the world, so I wanted to be part of that.
It was goodbye Wall Street and hello cyberspace. Working from his bedroom, Como began investigating the infinite possibilities of the internet.
And I created this thing called the Underground, which was a place where musicians and artists could feature their work on the internet. I also bumped into a bunch of comedians. When I showed them the internet, that was it. I mean, each week we put up new video clips of them performing and doing various things.
Whoa!
It was exciting, it was a lot of fun, and it was actually, I think it was the first example of any kind of programming on the net.
Big business quickly came calling and big bucks flooded in. Box Top now charges some clients as much as $350,000 for a top-of-the-line website.
We did a site for Fox Network. The idea there was, let's not just promote the shows, but let's go one step further and let's create things that maybe don't exist within the show. And one idea that we had was for Melrose Place. The idea there was to have like an old lady that lives next door, and she's like a spy, and she's constantly spying on what's going on. So during the week, you could actually log into the website and get clues of what's going to happen the following week.
But Charles Como isn't resting on his laurels. He currently has several new multimedia projects in the works.
I am so excited about the possibilities that the internet offers, that I think that comes across to people, and they suddenly realize, wow, this is amazing. And all I want to be is I just want to be this like conduit, you know, to show these people how to utilize this technology and really do something with it. So as far as I'm concerned, you haven't even seen anything yet.
Well, the stereotype survives to this day. Computer fanatics are all supposed to be all brain, no bod, devoid of fashion sense, and no social skills.
Well, like most stereotypes, that's not true.
Right. Let's check out the virtual beauty contest.
This virtual pageant is a much-needed dose of glamour for the Ram and ROM set. Your master of ceremonies is the stunning Miss Hain.
This former in-house party and fashion maven at Berkeley Systems, the Flying Toaster people, is now presiding over the crown jewel of this whimsical webpage. A scanned portrait and a questionnaire were all contestants needed to leap into the first round of this extravaganza.
Like all good pageants, this one has some lookers. But be warned, beauty may be in the eye of the beholder. Among the contenders for the grand prize of $500 are such notables as Miss Fortune, Beosophus, and our personal favorite, the Queen of Clean.
The leading vote-getter will be coronated by Miss Hain herself at this week's E3 convention in Los Angeles.
Cyberlife will be right back.
Can what makes a car look good also make it safer? You'll find the answer in Dodge Stratus. Because along with dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and ultra-high-strength steel door beams, even the car's shape helps us add side impact protection. It's nice to know that all that is in here, because all this is out there. Dodge Stratus, it's full of answers. Now during the Best Buy celebration, get $1,000 cash savings, 1.9 financing, or a low lease rate.
Bruce Willis is Lieutenant John McClane in 3 of the most explosive action films of all time. The Die Hard trilogy, featuring Die Hard with a vengeance. Are you aiming for these people? Die Hard 2 and the original Die Hard. The Die Hard trilogy. Buy it today.
Let's see. Now available. New communications company with some experience. Invented dial tone. Also phone. Transistor, laser, cellular, has won awards, Nobel, etc. Formerly part of AT&T, now Lucent Technologies. We make the things that make communications work.
The Discovery Channel, beginning at 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. B-roll ready on 4 weekdays.
How does it work?
The Popular Mechanics Show.
Roger, we understand.
Weekday Wings, the Discovery Channel. Beyond 2000. Cyberlife.
Going live. Cut and rolling.
Next step. Explore your world weekdays on the Discovery Channel.
If you have some feedback on our stories, we'll set up a way for you to share those ideas with us.
With a modem and access to the World Wide Web, you can find us at Discovery Online.
Just use your web browser and head to www.discovery.com. Click on air and you'll find us waiting. Or if you'd like to send some email, send it to cyberlife@discovery.com.
Now, if you want to write us the old-fashioned way, use this address. We'll leave these addresses on the screen for a while so you can find a pen and paper.
Once you join us, you'll find transcripts of many of our upcoming stories. We post them early so we can get your feedback before we put them on air.
This week, we got a great question from Robert Crawford, who writes, "Love your show."
Thank you.
Robert wants to know, who invented the internet and why?
Well, you'd think with all the hype out there about the net, it was invented yesterday. But the truth is, it's been around longer than a lot of today's net surfers.
The internet started out as a Cold War government project, the idea being that major government agencies and universities could be linked together by computers and phone lines in case of nuclear war.
So that if nuclear war did happen, communication wouldn't cease altogether.
The internet, you see, is simply a giant network of lots and lots of computers with no central point of control. That's the whole idea.
And it was only a matter of time before it took off.
Little did anyone know at the time that the internet would explode into the phenomenon it is today. Now it's estimated that over 25 million computers are wired up to it.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Cyberlife. We'll see you at the same time next week, and you can join us every night for our daily edition. I'm Chris Eddy.
And I'm Gina Smith. See you next week.
Coming up next, a home improvement expert gives tips on furniture stripping on Popular Mechanics. Then go on a dogfight with the F8 Crusader on Wings, only on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Where you're always under a watchful eye. At least with the Stafford collection from JCPenney, you know you'll always look your best. Whether you're seen in tailored suits and wrinkle-free dress shirts or classic sport coats and trousers. And while business is watching you, Stafford lets you keep an eye on your bottom line. The Stafford collection. It could change the way business sees
Popular Mechanics Show. Cut and rolling. It's innovative, it's techy, it's 5 days a week. Next, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. On the Discovery Channel.